Today we're making our viral nachos with shrimp, but this isn't like our normal recipe videos. A few weeks ago, Mountain Dew teamed up with several creators to have them make a recipe using Mountain Dew products. While Mountain Dew did not reach out to us about this, I still thought it was a really cool challenge, so I told them to name a protein in a Mountain Dew flavor and we would turn it into nachos. They responded with Mountain Dew Spark and shrimp. Challenge accepted. I've never tasted this new flavor of Mountain Dew, but most of them are pretty citrusy, which would work well with shrimp. The first step was to try the new flavor to know what we're working with. It was actually really good, but it wasn't too sweet and it had a citrus flavor that I was excited about. My plan was to marinate the shrimp with the Mountain Dew Spark as the base. I knew that jalapenos would complement the flavors of this and it would help to balance out the sweetness. I also wanted to add some cilantro and some garlic, and I knew we needed some salt and pepper, but later on you'll see that I also added in some cayenne to this. I wanted the shrimp to take on the color of the drink, which was a light pinkish color. I thought cayenne would help give it that color and also help bring some heat to this dish. When I marinate seafood, I typically won't let it marinate nearly as long as I would something like, say, pork or beef, because seafood will absorb more of that flavor and it also tenderizes much quicker than other proteins. For that reason, we're looking at 30 to 60 minutes for this marinade. After we mix all the ingredients together, we're going to make a pico to go with this. I did our usual thing by dicing up some onion, and I went with red onion for this pico. I then minced up 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, and I did the same thing with 1 jalapeno. If you like it spicier than we do, then you can add in the guts, but we don't like it too spicy. Then we diced up a few tomatoes, and that's the base for our standard pico de gallo. However, with this recipe, I thought we could add in a different flavor profile and add some pineapple and mango. We simply diced up a few chunks of pineapple and a few slices of mango into really small pieces, and then we added it to it. We're also going to season it with salt, pepper, and a bit of cayenne. I typically add in a pinch of sugar to balance out all the acidity that our standard pico has, but the pineapple and mango already have so much sugar in them, so I didn't really think it was necessary, and I was right. This pico was terrific. However, it wouldn't be right if we didn't forget an ingredient, so don't forget the fresh lime juice as well, but give that a good mix and put it in the fridge while we work on these shrimp. Once we drained the liquid, we arranged our shrimp like this so we could get 2 skewers through the shrimp. This makes it much easier to handle. Also, you can see behind me that we're frying the chips back there, and if you want to see the details of how we made our tortilla chips and the queso we're going to use later on, our last nacho video walks you through every step of that. We'll leave a link in the description for that video. But skewer your shrimp, and then we're going to season them with some Holy Voodoo seasoning from Meat Church. Use anything you like, but any kind of blackened style seasoning is great for this. We're going to grill these shrimp on our Traeger Ironwood 885. You can grill these, you can pan sear these, anything's going to be great, but I want some wood smoke flavor, so I'm going with the Traeger. We have ours set to 500 degrees, so we can grill these as hot and fast as possible. These won't take long at all, just about 3 to 4 minutes per side, as long as it's really hot. Just make sure the shrimp is firm and cooked through. Finish it with some lime juice, and now it's time to assemble. First thing we're going to do is pour our toppings into the pot. We're going to follow that up by the queso and the tortilla chips. If you have more people, then you can layer more of this on, but it's just me for this one. So we're going to go ahead and put a plate or a sheet tray over the pot and give it a flip. This method allows for better coverage for every chip. I didn't add the shrimp in before I flipped it because I didn't want them to soak up all that queso and not have the flavor from the Mountain Dew come out. I also should have pulled them off the skewers one by one instead of how I did it, but that's neither here nor there. These look phenomenal. Alright, so I've been excited about trying these ever since I tasted the first sip of that drink. As soon as I tasted it, I thought that this would actually be really good with shrimp. It wasn't too overly sweet. It's kind of light and citrusy, which goes great with shrimp. So let's see what we have. I'm really excited about this mango pineapple salsa too. So that was actually really, really good. And that pineapple mango pico is so good with this. These nachos were fantastic. I thought the Mountain Dew Spark perfectly complemented the flavors we had, and this is something I would absolutely make again. The only question left to answer is what unusual ingredients do you want to see us cook with next? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and please consider subscribing. Be sure to let us know what you want to see us cook next, and thanks for watching.